One small step, one giant leap of doubt. On July 20th, 1969, the world watched as Neil Armstrong became the first human to set foot on the moon. This momentous occasion marked a turning point in human history, a testament to our unyielding spirit of exploration. Yet, even as we celebrate this triumph, a shadow of doubt lingers in the minds of some. Could the moon landing have been an elaborate hoax, a carefully constructed illusion designed to fool the world? Proponents of the hoax theory point to alleged inconsistencies in the Apollo 11 mission footage, raising questions about the authenticity of the event. While these claims have been repeatedly debunked by scientists and experts, the seeds of doubt, once sown, are not easily eradicated. The curious case of the waving flag. One of the most enduring pieces of evidence cited by proponents of the moon landing hoax is the seemingly impossible behavior of the American flag planted on the lunar surface. In the grainy footage beamed back to Earth, the flag appears to wave and flutter in the breeze, a seemingly impossible feat in the airless vacuum of space. This apparent anomaly has been seized upon by skeptics as proof that the moon landing was staged. The reality, as is often the case, is far less sensational. The flag's movement is easily explained by simple physics and a bit of ingenuity on the part of NASA engineers. The ripples and undulations in the fabric were simply a result of the flag being unfurled from its storage container and the wrinkles from its journey from Earth. Once the astronauts planted the flagpole, these wrinkles remained, giving the illusion of movement. Starry, starry night. Or not. Another piece of evidence frequently cited by moon landing skeptics is the conspicuous absence of stars in the photographs taken on the lunar surface. The lunar sky, devoid of atmospheric distortion, should be a dazzling tapestry of stars, yet the images from the Apollo 11 mission show a stark black void. The explanation for this apparent inconsistency is rooted in the limitations of photography and the unique lighting conditions on the moon. The lunar surface, bathed in direct sunlight, reflects a significant amount of light, making it extremely bright. To capture these brightly lit subjects, the Apollo 11 astronauts had to use short exposure times and small aperture settings on their cameras. These settings made it impossible to capture the faint light of stars in the background. Shadows and lies. A game of perspectives? The play of light and shadow on the lunar surface has provided fertile ground for speculation among moon landing deniers. They point to photographs where shadows cast by objects appear to be non-parallel, suggesting that multiple light sources, such as studio spotlights, were used to illuminate the scene. The reality, however, is that parallel lines often appear to converge or diverge in photographs, depending on the angle and distance from which the picture is taken. This phenomenon, known as perspective distortion, is a fundamental principle of photography. Imagine standing on a straight road and looking towards the horizon. The edges of the road, though parallel in reality, appear to converge in the distance. The same principle applies to the shadows on the moon. The uneven terrain of the lunar surface, combined with the perspective from which the photographs were taken, can create the illusion of non-parallel shadows. At the heart of the moon landing hoax theory lies a profound mistrust of authority, particularly the institutions of government and science. Conspiracy theorists often view NASA, the agency responsible for the Apollo 11 mission, as a shadowy organization with a vested interest in perpetuating the myth of the moon landing. They argue that NASA, driven by political pressure and the desire to win the space race against the Soviet Union, resorted to faking the moon landing to maintain the illusion of American technological superiority. The moon landing was not the work of a few individuals, but a monumental effort involving thousands of scientists, engineers, technicians, and astronauts. To fake the moon landing would have required a conspiracy of unprecedented scale. The conspiracy theory surrounding the moon landing often extends beyond NASA to encompass other government agencies, most notably the CIA. Proponents of this theory argue that the CIA, known for its clandestine operations and disinformation campaigns, was tasked with covering up the truth about the moon landing. However, like the NASA conspiracy theory, The evidence supporting a CIA cover-up is largely circumstantial, said to be based on speculation and conjecture. The evidence to suggest that the CIA was involved in any way in the Apollo program, let alone a cover-up of its alleged fabrication, is said to not be credible. The CIA cover-up theory, while adding an intriguing layer of intrigue to the moon landing conspiracy, ultimately rests on shaky foundations. One of the most compelling arguments against the moon landing hoax theory lies in the question of motive. Why would the United States government, even at the height of the Cold War, go to such extraordinary lengths to stage such an elaborate and expensive deception? The most common explanation offered by conspiracy theorists is that the moon landing was a gigantic propaganda stunt designed to win the space race against the Soviet Union. While the space race undoubtedly played a significant role in motivating the US space program, it's highly likely that an out-of-this-world hoax would have been considered a viable strategy. The risks of exposure were simply too great, and the potential damage to America's credibility, both domestically and internationally, would have far outweighed any short-term propaganda gains. Examining the evidence, a critical look. The enduring appeal of the moon landing hoax theory lies in its ability to tap into our innate desire for intrigue and our suspicion of authority. However, when subjected to critical examination, the evidence presented by conspiracy theorists, overwhelmed by the body of scientific evidence supporting the authenticity of the Apollo 11 mission. The alleged anomalies in the Apollo 11 photographs and footage, such as the waving flag, the missing stars, and the non-parallel shadows, have been repeatedly debunked by scientists and experts using basic principles of physics, photography, and optics. Furthermore, the tangible evidence brought back from the moon, including hundreds of pounds of lunar rocks and soil, provides tangible proof of the Apollo mission's authenticity. Was the moon landing a hoax or legit? A triumph of human ingenuity, a testament to our collective capacity for innovation and exploration, or a mere shortcut by a Cold War-pressured country seeking to unify the people under patriotism reaching the stars? Debunking the myths, science speaks. The moon landing debate has persisted for decades, fueled by one side claiming misinformation, distrust of authority, and the allure of alternative narratives. However, the scientific community has consistently supported their claims, providing rational and evidence-based explanations for the perceived inconsistencies in the Apollo 11 mission. The waving flag, the missing stars, the non-parallel shadows, all of these alleged anomalies have been explained using basic scientific principles. The flag's movement was due to its construction and the astronauts' interactions with it, not wind. The stars were not visible in the photographs due to the lighting conditions and camera settings, not because the landing was faked on a soundstage. The enduring legacy, a testament to human ingenuity. The Apollo 11 mission, far from being a hoax, stands as a testament to human ingenuity, a beacon of inspiration for generations to come. It was a monumental achievement, pushing the boundaries of science, technology, and human exploration. The legacy of the moon landing extends far beyond that one giant leap for mankind. The technologies developed during the Apollo program have had a profound impact on our lives, from satellite communication and GPS navigation to medical imaging and weather forecasting. The moon landing also inspired generations of scientists, engineers, and mathematicians, sparking a passion for STEM fields that continues to this day. The moon landing was a triumph of the human spirit, a moment that captured the world's imagination and forever altered our perception of what's possible. The verdict, fact or fiction, you decide. We've journeyed through the heart of the moon landing conspiracy, examining the claims, analyzing the evidence, and exploring the motivations behind this enduring mystery. Now, the verdict rests with you. Do you believe the evidence presented, the scientific explanations offered, and the testimonies of those who dedicated their lives to making the moon landing a reality? Or do you find yourself drawn to the allure of the conspiracy, the intrigue of alternative narratives, and the suspicion of authority that fuels these enduring myths? The choice is yours. What do you believe?